Hey YouTube, it's me, Nick the Cuber here, and
Santanacuber.
yeah, that guy's here. Today we're gonna do just a little quick cube collection video because we haven't done this yet, and we have a lot of cubes since we started this channel, and a lot of them you guys haven't really seen. So let's just get started. I'm just gonna go in order of size variants from my collection, and then Adam's gonna do his. Then we're gonna do this little thing where we ranked all of our cubes in order from least favorite and most favorite out of all 38 of our cubes combined. So I know it's like both of you only have 38 cubes combined, but I mean we've only been collecting
We've
for like...
sold a lot of the cubes that we had extra ones or traded them just because mainly the cubes we have now are our main cubes.
Yeah, we're not really puzzle collectors, we're more speed cubers, but we're trying to get more and more into the puzzle collecting part of this community. Anyway, so this is what we have. I'm just going to start off with 2x2s. So I have two 2x2s. I have this Wit 2 knockoff that's a piece of crap that I really don't like at all. It's actually okay. I mean, I got my PB competition average of 5 on it.
Luckiest PB
average of 5. Yeah. Anyway, and then I have my Ling Po, which is just awesome. Way better than my other 2x2. Anyway, let's get those out of the way. Next, I have my 3x3s. I'm going to talk in this order and do my main last. So this is my, this is my Weilong V1 that I got. This was my very first Moyu cube, and it was actually my very first main speed cube that I used at a competition. So I'll always have this cube. I mean, this is just, it's like a really good cube. But it's not my main anymore because of these two. So this is my Gans 3 version 2. This is my one-handed main that I use, obviously, for one-handed.
He uses right hand. Gross.
But yeah, I've gotten a lot of really good times on OH with this, and JR Cuber tried this cube at a competition, and because he liked mine so much, he decided to get one of his own. So I thought that was really cool. And then my main 3x3 right now is, of course, the Moyu Oolong. I mean, there's very few people that aren't using this as their main. This is the V1 because I've heard a lot of bad things about the V2, but I'm trying not to believe them, and I'm really thinking about getting one, but I really like my V1, so I don't know. Okay, on to 4x4s. Sorry about that. I have two 4x4s. I have my Moyu Weisu, which is a decent cube. I mean, it was really good for the time being whenever I was just starting getting a little faster at 4x4. But I'm not getting as good times as I am on my Aosu. And this is my Moyu Aosu that I put cubicle Fulbrights on, and this cube is just awesome. I mean, it's just a great 4x4. Okay, and then I only have one 5x5. I have a Shingsha 5x5 that I put cubicle Fulbrights on. Of course, I mean, this is my custom, or my favorite, it's not custom, my favorite color scheme. So yeah, there's really not much I can say about this. It's just a Shingsha 5x5. Then I have my Shingsha 6x6, which, I mean, it's a Shingsha 6x6. Again, nothing really I can say about it. You guys already know what it is. My regular size Shingsha 7, that's like a brick that I never solve anymore because I have my Moyu Alfu 7x7, which is a million times better. And this is now my new 7x7 main. Alright, still in WCAs, I have a Landlands cube. I'm thinking about getting either the Shingsha cube or the Moyu cube when it comes out. I think it's on pre-order at lighttake.com for like $9.80 or something like that. But yeah, that looks really good, so I might get that. I'm not fast at cube by any means. I average like 24 seconds or something like that. Then I have a Shingsha Pyraminx with cubicle half brights. This is a really good Pyraminx. I mean, it's the best Pyraminx on the market right now. Yeah, anyway. Then I have a Shingsha Megaminx. Just the one I've had forever. You guys have seen this a million times on my channel. So, then I have my non-WCAs. I only have 3. I have a Mefritz Gearball, which you guys saw me do an unboxing of and review. It's a really good beginner's puzzle for getting into the Gear series. Pretty simple to solve. Then I have my brain string, which I got. This was like my very first or second cube I ever showed on this channel.
Hey, wait, that's not a cube. Yeah, that's not a cube, Nick.
Yeah, it's not a cube. It's, I don't know. It's a puzzle-ish type thing. It's a very simple one. I mean, my mom and Adam's mom can solve this. I mean, it's that simple. So, I don't know. If you just want something just to sit there and just kind of mess around with, this is kind of fun. I think this video is still on my channel, so if you want to, I guess you can go watch it, but it's not worth watching, really. And then the last cube that I have is my Meffert's Ghost Cube, which is really fun cube to solve. It's just really challenging for me, just because I'm not big into shape mods. And this is, you know, like the most challenging 3x3 shape mod on the market. But other than that, it's like it's a good cube. It turns really nice. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about my collection. So here's Adam's.
Hey guys, it's Santanacuber, and it's my turn. So, because Nick already said everything that needed to be said, let's just get started. I have those 2x2s, one of them being the Wit 2 version 1, and the Lingpo being my main.
Also being better than mine.
Also being better than Nick's. I have 6 3x3s, but I stupidly forgot one, and makes me sad.
We are at my house right now.
Yeah, we're at Nick's house. So I have a Huanying version 1, which is really good, that we found abandoned at a competition.
Yep.
So there's that one. I have a Guhong V2 that I considered being my main for a while, but now that I have other cubes, which you're about to see, it is not my main. This is not the cube, by the way. The Gans 3 version 3 is not that great at all. It was. I actually did a review on the channel, but I don't recommend going and watching it, because out of the box the cube is really good, but now it's not good at all. It's not good. If you can maintain how it was out of the box, it's a good cube, but right now it's really just sluggish, and I don't know, it's just not a good cube anymore. It gets really locky and pops a lot. So, not very good, really.
Also, the circular centers take a little bit good than used to, but...
Yeah, kind of. Okay, the cube I forgot was my YJ Yulong. Really good cube. Was going to be my 3x3 two-hand main for a while, but I got my Aolong, and it was really a big debate between the two, but I came out and I used this one. I've been getting better times with this. I'm averaging around 17 to 18 seconds. Nick, watch out.
Yeah, he's catching up to me pretty quickly.
So yeah, this is my two-handed main, and I know in a previous video I said that my mini Aolong was not going to be my OH main, and I still feel like it is a bit catchy, but overall I've gotten more accurate with it, and it's not that big of an issue. It is my OH main, and I'm averaging anywhere from 34 to 38 seconds, so that's actually pretty good for me. I haven't been doing OH for long. Faster than Nick.
Not by much.
But a little bit.
I'm averaging like 35 to 40.
But a little bit.
So yeah, it's just a little bit.
A little bit. Let me take this. Let me have pride in this, okay?
You do a lot more 3x3 work than I do. I'm more into big cubes.
Yeah. Well, that's just recently, though. You used to not be. Okay, 4x4s, I have 2. The only really, really good ones that have been made previously. Or, not previously.
Recently.
Recently, that's the word. The first of those being the Weisu, which is not... Mine's not all that great. Nick's is a lot better than mine is. And I felt Weisus are a lot better than mine, so I just know that mine sucks. But my Aosu is so good. So good. If you don't have this cube, get it, because you're missing out on a very pleasurable 4x4 experience. It's really, really good. Okay, 5x5, I only have one, and it's my Xingxia 5x5. I actually really like 5x5. My last 5x5 I threw away because, no, I gave it away at competition.
You gave it away at a competition.
I gave it away at competition because I overmodded it, and I only overmodded one side. So it's just a unfinished, overmodded 5x5, and it's not good. But so I got a new one, and actually turns a lot better than my old one did. I've tension it, lubed it, so it's a very, very good cube. But once Moyu makes theirs, let's face it, all of us are gonna switch.
I may or may not. It depends.
You're gonna switch.
It depends how good it is. I really like my 5x5.
Yeah, that's what everyone thought about their 3x3s, and then the Avalon came out, and then whenever the Waylon came out.
Shut up.
Alright, 7x7. I have a mini Shingsha 7x7. Same thing with it. I've lubed it and tensioned it. It's really good. I don't like it as much as I like Nick's, but I do feel like it feels a bit more stable. Nick's feels a little loose, even though it's not loose, which is really the only problem with that cube.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I really am not a huge fan of the Alfu, but I still like it better than my Shingsha.
Yeah, well, because your Shingsha sucks. He has the full-size Shingsha, and it sucks. But mine's good. Yeah, it's just broken in a lot. I used to solve it a lot, but now I'm working on smaller cubes. But still a very good 7x7. There's a fine line between the Alfu and this 7x7. So it's really just any personal preference you have. You can change the springs if you want to make it faster, but that's about all you can do to it. Okay, so Pyraminxes. I have a QJ Pyraminx, and I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to turn it because it hurts my hand and my mind. And then I have my Shingsha Pyraminx, which is so much better. I haven't solved Pyraminx in a while. Sorry, I'm being like really blocky right now, but Shingsha Pyraminx is way, way better. I know Moyu is making a Pyraminx soon.
I think that's a rumor right now.
Really?
I think that's just a rumor.
Okay, well, I honestly don't know how they would compare because Shingsha Pyraminx is really, really good. So I'm not sure how they're gonna best it, but they've done it with every other Shingsha product, so probably gonna do it with this one too.
Well, Shingsha and Moyu released a Scube around the same time.
Really?
A Scube, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so
We'll see.
I guess competition of the greats. We'll see who wins. Scube. I actually just fully learned how to solve a Scube less than 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
So I can solve Scube now, yay! But I have a Landman Scube, and it's pretty good. It's really the only good Scube on the market, except for the Mefrits one that just came out like 3 days ago. But yeah, it's a really good Scube. I'm not sure how it compares to the Mefrits Scube, but regardless, it's still very good. Alright, next cube I have is actually one of my favorite puzzles, and it's a cube for your square one. I said cube for your. Cube for you, square one. Just a little footnote. There aren't really any other good square ones. The Calvin square one isn't all that great, and neither is the... What's the other?
QJ has one.
QJ has one as well. And none of them are really any good. This is the best square one that there is on the market right now, and it's still not fantastic. But square one is a very fun puzzle to solve. I thought it was going to be really hard. I traded this one. I traded a Landland 2x2 for this at competition.
Yeah, watch our Houston winner, San Antonio, I remember the Alamo competition video, and we'll talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, we will. But, yeah, very good square one. I like square one a lot. One of my favorite puzzles, definitely. Megaminx, just a normal Shingsha Megaminx. It's a Megaminx. I don't really solve Megaminx much, so I can't really say much about it. Very smooth, has pretty decent corner cutting, but that's really about it. I don't solve it much because I am partly colorblind, and I get a lot of colors confused, and it's very sad. But I do solve this cube a lot, even though that these colors are like the exact same, basically. It's a Curvicopter Plus, and it's definitely way up there in my list of puzzles. Pretty challenging to solve, but still very rewarding in a weird type of way, I guess.
So, yeah.
It's not really rewarding,
it's
I guess.
It's a fun puzzle.
It's
just a little challenging.
Yeah, but, yeah, definitely a good puzzle. Turns well, doesn't really have any corner cutting because you don't need it for a cube like this. But, I wouldn't recommend getting this cube if you haven't already gotten a Curvicopter or a Helicopter cube, because you will not have any idea how to do this one. But, very fun. Next one I have is an unpillowed Pyramorphinx that I got at competition. I traded my windmill cube for it, that's right. And I have a really ghetto yellow sticker right there because my other one fell off and my green one just fell off, so I'm going to have to re-sticker that. But, fun cube. It's fun to solve. It's a pretty good introduction to shape mods. and it's a triangle, and let's face it, who doesn't like triangles? So, there's that one.
People who like squares.
Shut up. And last one is a Mefrit's Ghost Cube, and the metallic gold version, which is really, really awesome. Turns really well. Definitely way up there on my list of cubes again. I actually just... Yeah, much better than the plastic one. It turns a lot better than the plastic ones do. Turns actually really, really smoothly. But, yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite puzzles, and I just solved it yesterday, so if that says anything. But, yeah, that's all my cubes that I have. So, now we're going to go into the section where we've ranked all of our cubes combined. So we just kind of decided...
38 to 1.
Yeah, from 38 to 1. So, let's go. Alright, here is my first cube, and the reason why there is no cube here is because it was my 6x6 until I threw it away. My 6x6 sucked. It was awful. And it completely fell apart one day to the point where I could use the core and the corner pieces as a 2x2, which I did multiple times. That was actually pretty fun.
That was pretty funny.
More fun than solving the 6x6. I lost 2 wing pieces, could not find them for the life of me, so it's gone in the trash can. Hate it. That is our least favorite cube. That is number 38. So this is number 37, and it is a QJ Pyramix. And like I said, I'm not going to turn it because it sucks. You guys don't need to see this kind of violent, pornographic material. This is what I would consider this cube and how it turns. It is no bueno, so that's why it is number 37. Okay, this is one of my cubes again. This is the Moyu Uesu. Mine's not all that great. And honestly, it's a good cube, but all of our other cubes are so good that it's number 36. Honestly, whenever we got to the very end, we were like fighting with each other on what cube we wanted to be first, and it was not very good. I have a broken rib. Nick has a broken nose and a bruised eye. It's just not good. But we're here and we're friends and we're making this video for you, so count yourself lucky. But, yeah, Moyu Uesu, number 36.
Okay, guys, number 35 is one of mine. This is a Wit 2 knockoff, and the reason why it's number 35 is because it's not that great. It's Adam and I both agreed that it's a little bit better than his Uesu, and it actually is tied for 35th place with this cube, this brain string. So, yeah, we agree that these two are equally as bad, and so that's why they are number 35. Okay, guys, those actually were tied for 34th. Sorry, I misspoke. So this is number 33. This is the regular size Xingqiao 7x7. And the reason why is because it's probably one of the worst cubes that we own. Well, no, it probably definitely is. And like Adam said, the reason why these are actually towards the bottom is just because we have other cubes that are just way better. So, yeah, that's really all I can say. It's just, it was so low just because it's not that great. Yeah.
Okay, number 32 is my Gans 3 V2. 3, yeah, Gans 3 V3. That's too many threes. Okay, so the reason this is number 32 is, again, it's a decent cube, but after it got broken in, it got worse, and that's never good for a cube to get worse after you break it in. That's kind of the point of breaking it in, so it gets better. But Nick and I both agreed that this was better than a 7x7, but worse than Nick's.
Everything else.
Worse than everything else above us. So, Gans 3 V3 is number 32.
Number 31 is a Xingqiao 6x6, and it's simply because it's a Xingqiao 6x6.
It sucks.
It's my Xingqiao 6x6, so obviously, since it's in one piece, it's obviously better than Adam's 6x6. But, yeah, it's a piece of crap. So, yeah.
Okay, so number 30?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, number 30 is my cube, simply because it's not broken in, so Nick's cube is better than mine is. And because neither of us solves cube very much, we just kind of bumped it down a little bit down there. Sorry, cube solvers, but Nick and I aren't that really into this cube. We know that one method where it's just like 2 algs, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it's like Monkey1313 or something like that, his alg or whatever.
Yeah. But we know how to solve it regardless, that's why we have them, and we just don't solve them much. So that's why this one is number 30.
Okay, so number 29 is the Meffert's Gear Ball for a couple reasons. One, I cannot get it to stand straight on my desk because I don't have a circular stand. I need to get one. Another reason is just because it's really easy to solve, and sure, it's fun sometimes, but it can get a little boring after you solved it a couple times. And it's just because I've solved it a lot recently. So I guess that's why it's so low on the list. Number 28 is my Xingqiao Megaminx, simply just because neither one of us are really big Megaminx guys, but my Megaminx isn't really that great. It's just kind of slow, kind of sluggish, and Adam's Megaminx corner cut's just a little bit better. So that's why it's number 28. Number 27 is my Weisu, and it's really just because I don't solve my Weisu really much anymore. And we agreed it's better than all the cubes that were listed before this, but it's not as good as any of the cubes that are listed after this. So that's all I can really say about it. It just really, it pops too much. That's really why the Weisus are so low. It's just because they pop way too much. So that's number 27.
Okay, number 26 is my Guhong V2 that I got at competition about 6 or 7 months ago. Right?
You got it at Carol Spring.
That was
in March.
Yeah. So 6. No, 5.
4. Oh, it's August, so yeah, 5.
5, yeah.
It's like 5 months ago.
This is what math is for, people. Stay in school so you can do math. Yeah, it's honestly a really good cube. I mean, I hate that it's so low on the list, but one of the problems it has is it does get pretty catchy at sometimes, and it does pop a lot because there aren't any torpedoes in it. So, Guhong V2 number 26.
Number 25 is my Scube, and the reason why is basically the same reason why Santana said, is because we don't solve Scube that much, and we're really not that big of fans of it. Sorry, Scubers, but we just have Land Scubes, and they're not as good as the rest of the puzzles in our collection. So that's why it is number 25. Okay, number 24 is my Ghost Cube, and it's because it doesn't turn that well. Also, it's lower ranked in my collection, but Adam likes Ghost Cube a lot more than me, so that's why it is higher up than I would like it to be. But that's why it is number, I think I said 25.
Okay, Nick actually meant to say that what was it, your Ghost Cube?
Yeah.
Yeah, his Ghost Cube was number 24, so that makes my Xingqiao 7 number 23. Extremely good puzzle, very well turning after you get it broken in pretty well. I've lubed it, tensioned it, so it's a great puzzle. I have not replaced the springs, so it's not very fast, but neither am I at 7x7, so we're a good fit for each other. So that's Xingqiao 7 number 23.
Okay, so number 22 is my Gans 3v2. And this is lower on the list just because our other 3x3s, other than the Guhong and the Gans, are better than this. But this is, I had to agree with Adam that the other 3x3s, such as the Huanying and the Aolongs and my Weilong, are just better than this cube. But it is the second best 3x3 I own. It's the best OH cube that I own. And that's why it's my OH main. And that's probably why it's a little higher up than the Guhong and the Gans 3v3. We like the version 2 better. So that is why it is number 22.
Alright, number 21 is my Megaminx, because all my cubes are better than Nick's. For the most part. The only reason mine is ranked higher is because mine is a little bit better at corner cutting. My tensions are a little bit looser.
It's basically just because he's done more work to his.
I've done more work to mine, even though Nick solves Megaminx more than I do.
I really don't solve it that much, though.
More than I do. I haven't solved mine in, like,
since with the 2 through 7 Pyraminx Megaminx, really?
Probably. But yeah, it's pretty good. I've tried out some Dian Megaminxes, but I like the Xingqiao Megaminx better. I don't know, it's like the smoothest of it. But very good puzzle, and that is 21. Okay, number 20 is me again, and it is a unpillowed Pyromorphinx with a really ghetto yellow sticker, and no green sticker. Yeah, it's just a really common, really simple 3x3 shape mod. Nothing really too extraordinary about it or fancy or anything like that. It's not really, it does not really have any specific reason why it's low on the list or high on the list, except for the fact that I like to solve it a lot, and it turns well. But besides that, there aren't really any critiques or suggestions I have about this cube. So this is my Unpillowed Pyromorphinx, and this is number 20. Alright, number 19 is my Huanying that was formerly known as the
Type C5 Wit.
Type C5 Wit U version 2. But it's a Huanying, and it's Huanying version 1, and it's a great cube. It was my main for OH and two hands for about, I think, 3 or 4 months before I got my Aolongs and my Yulong. Fantastic cube. I really do. This is where I start getting the recommendations. I really do recommend this cube a lot. It's a really good cube. I'm not even sure if they discontinued it or not.
I don't think they did.
Really?
But
you can get it somewhere, even if they did, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm sure you could find it, but I'm pretty sure the Li Ying is pretty similar. So.
Yeah.
The Li Ying's just the version 3.
The Li Ying is version 3. I actually have not tried the Li Ying, but I'm sure it's just a better version of this, so you could either get this or the Li Ying or the version 2, because this is the version 1. Any Mo-Yu cube, let's just say that. Any Mo-Yu cube.
Except the Dianmo.
Except the Dianmo, yeah. Don't get the Dianmo. But any other Mo-Yu cube. Get those, and this is one of them, so get it. 19. This is 19. Número 18 está las cinco y cinco. Okay. Number 18 is my 555, and it's just a 555.
We've pretty much already said all we can.
Yeah, we've said a lot. It's just a 555. There's nothing special about it.
Just get the Xingqiao instead of a Lan. That's all we can say.
Please. Please. For the sake of all babies.
That's number 18.
18.
Hey guys, number 17 is a cube that I've just got recently. This is the Mo-Yu Lingpo. This is my Mo-Yu Lingpo. And the reason why it's lower on the list than the other 2x2s is just because it's
not as good as the other.
It's not as good. It's still a great 2x2. I highly recommend getting it. It's just I haven't done enough work to mine to make it as good as the other 2x2s that are higher up on the list. So, Mo-Yu Lingpo, number 17. It's me again. Number 16 is the Mo-Yu Weilong. This was my main for a very long time. This was my main all the way up until San Antonio Remember the Alamo.
Yeah.
This was my main for a total of like
okay, I gave you that
5 months, 6 months.
You traded that cube from me at our first competition at Houston.
Yep. I was gonna use my Zhanchi, and then I decided to use the Weilong at the first competition in Houston. And then I was using that cube all the way up until I got my Aolong at Remember the Alamo. But I still use this cube at Remember the Alamo. So this was my main for like 6 months. I still love this cube. I highly recommend getting it. This is the V1, not the V2, but they're very similar. Like, there's really not a difference in how they feel. So, yeah, number 16, Weilong.
Number 15 is my Wit 2 version 1. There isn't really much to say about this cube except that it's super, super scratchy, and that it's a lot better than the version 2. I have felt a lot of version 2s, and they're just no bueno. No bueno nada. They're not good at all. So don't get the version 2. Get the version 1. But if you're going to get a 2x2, I'd recommend the Lingpo anyways. But this is actually a very, very close second to my Lingpo. It's really, really good. It's just a little bit locky. But other than that, it's a great 2x2, and I'd recommend getting it highly. Number 15.
Number 14 is my Xingqiao Pyromix. And there's really nothing more I can say about it. The reason why it's number 14 is just because I really like Pyromix, but the other cubes that we have are just better. But Pyromix is definitely one of my favorite events. So yeah, that's really all I can say about it. Xingqiao Pyraminx, number 14.
Okay, so by other cubes that are better than it, he means my Pyraminx. They're actually really, really close, but the reason we've decided that my Pyraminx is better is really just because it's a little bit looser. Is really like the only thing.
It's pretty much the only reason. It's just because I don't mind. Like, honestly, I think mine would be... I wouldn't be able to control it as well if mine was that loose.
Yeah. But I guess we mutually decided that mine was better.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is my Xingqiao Pyraminx, and it is number 13. Alright, me again, and number 12 is my Meffert's Ghost Cube in the metallic gold version. Like I said, the metallic gold version, or any of the metallic versions for that fact, turn better than the normal plastic ones, but that's really all I can say besides the fact that it's a very hard 3x3 shape mod. So, my Ghost Cube, number 12.
Okay, number 11 is the Moyu Alfu, and the only reason why this did not make the top 10 is simply just because Adam and I do not solve 7x7 that much. And so it's just not a cube that we could honestly say is in our top 10 favorite cubes that we own. But it was very close, and so we decided that it was number 11. And that's all I can really say about the Moyu Alfu.
Okay, we're in the top 10, yay! So this is my Cube for You Square one, and the reason why it's in the top 10 is because, one, this is the best Square one on the market, and two, I freaking love Square One a lot. I solve Square One about every day. I don't speed solve it. I do just a variant of a beginner's method. But nonetheless, it's still a very, very fun cube. I love this a lot. I love just the mech of it, how it turns, all the different things there are to do on it. I thought it was going to be really hard, but it's actually super simple. So I watched Super Antonio Vivaldi's video, and it's very, very helpful. It doesn't really involve any new notation. So if you want to learn how to solve Square One really quickly, go watch his video. And if you're looking at getting a Square One, make sure you get a Cube for You Square One, because they are the best. This is number 10.
Number 9 is my Xingqiao 5x5. And the reason why this is ranked way higher than Adam's Xingqiao 5x5 is simply because I've done so much work to my 5x5, and I solve 5x5 so much that 5x5 has become one of my main events. And I absolutely love my 5x5. It's really good. I've just gotten so many good times recently with it for me. So that's mainly why it's top 10, and that's why it's number 9.
There's only one bad thing about it. The white side looks awful.
Yeah, whenever we stickered this...
Whenever you stickered it.
I did a really shitty job on the white side, and the yellow side is pretty bad too, but the other sides are alright. They're better. So, anyway, that's the Xingqiao 5x5, and that's why it's number 9 instead of... That's just why it's in the top 10.
Alright. Number 8 is my invisible cube. No, it's actually my Yulong. Like I said, I forgot to bring my Yulong, and it was really sad day. But we still configured it into our top cubes, and this is number 8 just because even though it's not here, Nick has felt it, and I felt it obviously because it's my cube, and it's a really good cube. It has a really unique feeling now because I've lubed it and unlubed it so many times that it's so smooth. Like it just feels like that you're just whenever you move it, it's smoother than Xingqiao 3x3s, and that's all I have to say. It's so smooth right now, and it's just ridiculous, and it's a great cube. It locks a little bit, which is why it's not a little bit higher than it could be, but that's just really about it. It's a great cube. I would recommend getting it. I know it's JR Cuber's main cube if he's not going to switch to the Along V3.
2.
What?
It's the Along
V2, yeah. Along V2. But, yeah, great cube. I love it so much. Number 8.
Number 7, Adam and I decided is my Moyu Along V1. It was, once we get here, it was really hard for us to decide because these are just all of our mains, and both of us just equally love these cubes. Because, I mean, we would use any of these as our mains.
It was really sad having to pick.
This is where the broken ribs came in.
Yeah, this is...
But That's why mine is number seven. Yeah, 7. That's why my Alon is number 7. I love the cube. It's a great cube for me. I've broken all of my PBs on it multiple times. But Adam and I just had to agree that the cubes that are coming up next are better. So that's number 7.
Okay, number 6 is my Curvicopter Plus. I have shown you guys this earlier, and I already told you really all about it, so there's nothing I can say, except for the fact that this is such an awesome cube.
It's pretty awesome.
It was the only non-WCA puzzle in our like top 15 cubes, if that says anything. It's just a really fantastic cube, great challenge, and I really recommend getting this cube if you already have one of the lower version cubes. If you don't have a Curvicopter or a Helicopter cube and you want to get into the series, I really recommend getting one of those two before you get this one. So, Curvicopter Plus number 6. Okay, this is number 5. We are getting into the top 5 where it gets really nitpicky and also very punchy and kicky.
Yeah, this was very challenging for us to pick the top 5.
It really was.
But we finally did it.
But we got it. And this is the Mini Moyu Oolong, which is my OH main. Mine for some reason feels a lot different than the regular Oolongs. I don't know what it is about it, but it just feels a lot different, and it's honestly a bit more stable in how it feels. I don't know why, but it is, and that's what it actually makes it a really good OH cube, because it's that stable, and it also has still really good corner cutting. So this is the Mini Moyu Oolong, and we rank this as number 5. Okay, number 4 is my regular sized Oolong, which is here for obvious reasons. It's why did we put it higher than yours?
Because we both agreed that it is just a little bit smoother than mine.
Yeah, that's right.
Mine locks up just a little more than yours.
That's
does.
right. Yeah,
my corner twist's easier too.
And that I've never gotten a corner twist on either of my Oolongs, which is something I find extremely surprising.
I've done a lot.
I just never get them. I don't know, but we both agree that my Oolong should be ranked number 4. I love this cube. I've gotten PBs on it. I actually got a 14.8 or something.
I think it was like it was a high 14 average of 5.
It was a high 14 average of 5 that I got a couple days ago, which was my PB average of 5. And I got it on this cube with the stickers after I replaced them, because the regular Moyu shades are not good for me. The green and the orange are too close to each other, which is weird, but get over it. They're too close for each other for me, so I always get confused. But after I replace them, these stickers are really good for me, and I get new PBs with these stickers. So this is the Moyu Oolong regular size, and this is number 4.
Alright guys, so now we're in the top 3, but we came to a dilemma, and tied for number 2, or number 3, however you want to put it, is both of our Moyu Aosus. And the reason why is because they are both pretty much the exact same as far as turning quality, corner cutting, and just basically either one of us could pick up the other's cube and get the exact same times that we usually do.
Yeah.
So that's why they are tied. That's why they're the exact same cube. The only difference is I have Fulbrights on it and he has his custom shades.
And yours is a bit tighter.
Mine is a bit tighter, but that's just because I had a little bit of a popping problem. But other than that, they're basically the exact same. So that's why they are both tied for number 2. And now it's time for the number 1 cube.
Oh, God.
And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. The number 1 ranked cube that Adam and I have both agreed is the number 1 cube out of all 38 of the cubes that we own. Is...
my cube. Ha! My Moyu Lingpo, which is so good. It's so good. 2x2 is my main event. I average anywhere from 4.5 to 3 seconds. I wouldn't say 3 seconds. I'd actually say around 3.3, because I get those averages sometimes. My PB average of 5 is a 2.917 average of 5. It was so lucky, but it took some skill to get those solves, because a lot of them were OLL skip cases that I knew, and one looking to solves. So Nick and I both decided that mine was, for one, ranked higher than his because mine is way broken in, really good tensions, and I've lubed it, and it's a great speed. It doesn't overshoot at all. And the reason we've decided to put it at the very top of the list is because, one, I solve it a lot, so it's one of our main speed cubes, and two, it's just really good, just the way it's set up and everything. And that's really all we have to say about it. Anything else you want to add? I mean,
it's a great 2x2. If you want to buy a 2x2, buy a Lingpo.
Yeah, that. I'm still waiting for Lingpo V2, but they can take their sweet ass time, I guess. Whatever. But yeah, this is number 1 is my Moyu Lingpo.
Alright guys, this is a really ghetto way to end our video, but this is our entire cube collection, all 38 cubes. I really hope you enjoyed watching this. This is just something that we've been wanting to do for a while now. So, that's really all I have to say about this. Thanks for watching this. I'm really sorry about how long this video is, but with all these cubes, with so much to say about each one, it's kind of hard to make this short. So, anyway guys, thanks for watching. We will see you next time on the channel of Nick the Cuber and Santanacuber. Anything you want to say?
No, except for the fact that it's not called the channel of Nick the Cuber and Santanacuber. It's so pridefully just your name. So
It's because I couldn't change it. I'm sorry, Adam.
Whatever.
Anyway, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.